Good day, everyone. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're diving into something absolutely heartbreaking coming out of Kwara State, Nigeria. The head of Woro Village, Umar Salihu, is speaking out about a devastating bandit attack that left people burned alive inside a church. He's explaining how some victims were actually locked in rooms and set on fire, and the bodies are so badly burned they can't even identify them. He's also pointing fingers at the lack of security that allowed these criminals to move freely and carry out this horror. If you care about what's happening in Nigeria right now, smash that like button and subscribe so you never miss these critical updates. Let's hear directly from the village head about what went down.
There are some that are buried on the Christian rite. There are some that have been affected that does not. Okay, there are some that are not from that community. They have to take their corpse to different locations. There are some that are burned down in the church. Some they lock them inside their room and set it on fire. In fact, those that burns inside the rooms and the church, we cannot even identify some. We cannot count the number of people that have been burned down.
Alhaji, we're so sorry what you've been through, especially with the loss of your children and to have your wife treated like that. So we do commiserate with you on the experience. Now, you also talked about the fact that there was notification that you received a letter, or that they told that they were coming a month in advance. How did you receive that notification? Who brought it? How did that information come to you? And did you report this to the authorities after you got it?
I received the notification on the 10th of January, around 7:45. When the man came, the man is the Akimi of there's one small village about 4 kilometers from my community. According to him, they adopted him and forced him to bring the letter, or else they will kill him. And that is why he brought the letter to me. So when the letter got to me, immediately I WhatsApped the DSS in our local government headquarters. The following day, I took the letter to the Emirate Council, and the Emirate Council photostated the letter, and they sent it to write a letter in that respect and send it to the various appropriate quarters. That is what happened with regards to the notification. What they wrote in the letter, they are coming down to preach. They say they are coming down to preach. That is the content of the letter. But there is no date, no time. They just say they are coming to preach. And that is just it. Initially, we have soldiers that are staying there. The bandits came over the night, and there's got exchange between the army and the bandit. Since then, they took away the soldiers, and that place remained open. There's no any security present, and that is why they came and spent almost 10 hours to do whatever they like.
This is absolutely devastating. Hearing Umar Salihu describe how people were trapped and burned alive really brings home the brutality of what happened in Woro Village. What stands out here is his frustration with security failures. He's not just mourning, he's calling out the system that left his community vulnerable to these bandits operating freely without any real resistance. The fact that some bodies can't even be identified shows just how intense and horrific this attack was. This raises serious questions about security infrastructure in rural Nigerian communities. When village heads are publicly saying bandits can operate freely, that's a massive red flag about protection gaps. The disagreement mentioned between military and community on death tools also highlights confusion and possibly poor communication during crisis response. These aren't just statistics, these are real families destroyed, entire communities traumatized. Nigeria's banditry crisis in the northwest and north-central regions has been escalating, but attacks involving burning people alive in places of worship represent a particularly cruel escalation. We need to keep pressure on authorities to actually protect these vulnerable communities instead of just responding after tragedies occur. Drop your thoughts in the comments about what needs to change. Stay informed, stay safe, and I'll catch you in the next one.